Good morning, everybody. Today I have a tutorial for you. I actually tint my eyebrows. Yes, I dye them. I dye these little babies because mine are completely clear. You can't see them, and it is a bitch for me to fill in my eyebrows, especially when there's no color on them. So I've been tinting them for years. I have showed countless amounts of people how I do it, and I feel like it's pretty easy, simple, and straightforward. So if you're interested in finding out how to tint your brows, then keep watching. Okay, I know I look a little crazy. I'm about to get in the shower, and I always tint my eyebrows or dye the eyebrows right before I go in the shower, so I figured, hey, I might as well just film it for you guys today. It only takes 5 minutes, so why not? Let me start with the products I use. I obviously have no makeup on because I'm gonna get in the shower, so I look a little ratchet. Sorry about that. Let me start by saying this. I am not a hairdresser. If you guys don't feel comfortable dyeing hair, please don't do it. You can only do what you feel comfortable with, and I've been doing this for a very long time, and you have to always be careful when you're dyeing your eyebrows. You do not want to get this stuff in your eyes. This is the product I use. This is the Just for Men facial hair dyer, you know, hair dye, hair dye, and I buy this. This is like $6 or $7 at the drugstore. You can also get a coupon on their website, the Just for Men. The reason why I use this, now my color, I use light brown. Now my eyebrows legit are like completely transparent. You can barely even see them, so you can see the remnants of the hair dye still on my eyebrows, but they're growing out so much and they start to look thinner when the hair grows out, so it's time. So inside the package, it comes with a pair of gloves, which I obviously don't use because they just get in the way. And it comes in this little tray, and it comes with the color base and the developer. Now, and it's got this little tray, love it. Okay, so what I do is I just grab a disposable spoolie from, you know, I have one, I just grab one from my makeup kit. You can get these at any beauty supply store. And I use this to apply it directly to my eyebrows. You can also use like a small brush, like, you know, you can use like a small brush like this. I wouldn't recommend using an expensive MAC brush though. Or just some like small little brush. Like this is some cheap stupid brush that came with like my balm palette, so you can use those too. Just like a small little brush. But I like to use the spoolie because then I brush the hair through. So these are what the tubes look like. This is the color base, so I just go ahead and I unscrew that. I have to get a new one. I've had this for about 4 or 5 months now. I usually do this once every 2 weeks or so. So once you start to see the color base turning darker, you know it's time that it's been exposed to air too much and it's time to get a new one. See, mine is just about to go, but when I squeeze it out, it's still relatively not clear, but it's translucent. So once it starts to get dark like that in the tube, you know it's time to change it. So what I do is I put just a little teardrop amount in the tray, so you guys can see that there. That's about how much I use. For the developer, you want to use equal parts. So I just get out the developer, which looks like this, the other tube. And then I squirt a dab, which I eyeball. It looks about to be the same size. So what I do next is I just take the back of my spoolie brush and I just mix the two together. Just like any normal hair dye process. It just kind of looks like that. Just like this little caramely colored business. I'm going to actually zoom you guys in for the rest of this process so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so you can see how fine my eyebrow hair is. So I actually load the spoolie up like that. Then I just take the hair dye, and I just brush it into the brow hairs. You want to really try not to get it on your skin as much as possible. You're obviously going to get it on your skin where the eyebrow is. But I really like work it into the root, and I try to get all the little hairs around because then it makes your eyebrow look thicker. Now that the dye is on the eyebrow, what I do is I just take a Q-tip and I just smooth it off my skin just so it doesn't dye the skin. And now for the other brow. Okay guys, now that it's on, I took the Q-tips, I cleaned most of it off my skin. This product is really super thick, so you just be careful with it, but it's not likely to run down your face because it is that thick. Just be careful, don't get it in your eyes. It's not meant for your eyes, it's not meant for your eyelashes, so it's not even technically meant for your eyebrows, but that's just what I use it for. So you're gonna go ahead and let this sit for about 5 or so minutes. It's gonna get really, really dark. So I'm just gonna sit here for the 5 minutes and let it lapse, and I'll speed it up so you can see how it just progressively gets dark over the next 5 minutes. Ooh, it's getting darker. Matt says I look like Groucho Marx when these are fully developed. You'll see, they get really dark. It's really dark. Oh, this is the worst part. I have an itch inside my eyebrow and I can't touch it. Oh, itchy. Ah, it's itching me. Oh, don't touch it. Okay guys, so that's it. It's fully developed, so it gets really super dark. Now it's time to go rinse this off. Okay, so I just went ahead, I took my little, my little draw thing, dish, and I rinsed it out and I cleaned the spoolie because I do use the same spoolie over and over again. And I just take a cotton round and I soak it in water and then I just rinse it off like this. And I just pull it off like that. And then it comes off here. Now I'm obviously gonna be going in the shower, so I'm gonna wash my face as well, but then I just rinse it like that. And then it all comes off. Okay, so that's it guys. Like, now my eyebrows have been tinted. They're nice and dark. For me, when my eyebrows are a little bit darker, it's a lot easier for me to fill them in, and then they look obviously more natural because you can see my hairs. Now I know it looks a little crazy and it's a little dark, but actually when I wash my face, they'll lighten up a little bit. After I go take a shower, I'll come back and just finish this up and show you what everything looks like. See you. Alright guys, so I just got out of the shower. I spent way too much time doing my makeup. I had one of those, like, I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with my makeup, and then I just started to get frustrated, so I actually stopped. I went inside, I laid down for like a half hour, and then I came back in, finished my makeup. So this is probably like 2 hours after I filmed the first part of this video, but whatever, because I'm crazy. So the routine I use to tint my eyebrows is pretty easy. It's pretty fast. It takes 5 minutes once you get used to it. You just have to be really careful to make sure that you don't get that stuff in your eye. And don't try to tint your lashes with it either, because it's not meant for that and it's not going to work. So that's it. Super easy, super fast, tinting your eyebrows. See, now when I fill in my eyebrows using the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and if I let my eyebrows go a little bit too long, I start having to use way too much of that product. And then if you use too much of that product on your eyebrow, it starts to get like waxy. So that's a no-go. It's really hard for me to start doing my eyebrows if I don't tint them out. So I tint them. Doing my eyebrows is a million times easier filling them in once I've had them tinted. I hope this information, this tutorial, whatever you call it, was useful to some of you. If you have any questions, just comment below. I answer all my comments, and I hope this helps. So if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.